And have you used wikis as an online activity?
That was, one of the first things that we were taught to do when we came in, and they made it fun. Like the first one we did was fun. We had to create a profile on ourselves, and it was just another good way of introducing ourselves to all our classmates who we had no idea about. It just kind of reflects a little bit about their personality.
And have you used them later on to peer review other students' work?
Yeah, I know in class we've had tasks to complete and we've done it in the form of wikis. And I think, again, this helps in that you can share the way that you interpret a certain task to other students. They can then obviously look at your work and work out what they think is best, the best way to approach it. But it also gives you the chance to comment on other students, so there's that definite interactive feeling sort of going on between the class, and I think you learn a lot more and a lot quicker that way as well.
Okay.
Yes, several times actually. We've built some as groups or as individuals, and we've gone in and put pictures or uploaded videos or clips, etc. onto there, and then people have gone in and we've had like a peer review process where we've gone in and commented on your wikis, and it's good to see other people's wikis because you can see what you might have done differently or what you've possibly missed out from your own work.
So, how would you say that's actually helped you?
I would say, really, it's just it opens my eyes to other people's views. I think, yes, there are times when I think, I'm going to be writing this particular point, but I think also it's always good to have a reinforcement or even just somebody to challenge your ideas. And I think, again, it's just another way of learning, because I think that happens in life anyway.
Well, all those things really, it just gives you another angle to look at things from. Gives you something where you may have attacked it from one angle, somebody else has gone in from another angle, so you're able to pull in the sort of your work, their work, and the comments and feedback from the tutors to develop your own work for next time.
Okay. What other tools have you used within Blackboard which have helped you to monitor your progress and helped you to personalise your learning?
I think the whole idea behind Blackboard, given it's your own login, you've got your own login access and stuff, I think that in itself makes it very personalised because everything's very private. I think the idea of submitting all your work online, I think that's very good because you don't have to carry a hard copy with you, there's so many things that could go wrong with hard copies. With it being submitted online, as long as you've got internet access, you're fine, and you've got your USB or whatever. Also, I think you get feedback as well online, and again, you could be working outside of home where you don't have that hard copy of feedback, but you're doing another task or project, and you just kind of need to remember what things that you needed to improve on and focus on. So again, you've just got easy access to it.
Mainly the feedback from the tutors, and as I say, other work that's on there that you can just dip in and out and back into the lessons. It's quite useful to sort of go back and forward. It's quite, even when you're in a particular, or doing some work on a particular assignment, you can just flick open Blackboard, go back to the lessons, go into some of the referencing materials, some of the earlier lessons, and then go back to your work and incorporate the information back in again.
Okay. And have you found things like electronic submission?
Fairly easy actually. It's been quite an easy process because you can just work away, save it up in your folders. I set up like an assignment folder in each area, and when the date's due, I'll just go straight in and upload. It's very simple.
That's fine. How do you communicate with your personal tutor?
Lots of ways actually. Through Blackboard, we have the blogs. There's also I know we communicate by email quite a lot, through even mobile phones. There's the text messaging that we get through from the tutors. I think they're very good because they're just very instant as well. And they're just and obviously there's tutorials and there's a lot of one-on-one appointments sort of kind of made really.
We've been on the phone, it's been text message, email, on the webcam, through the feedback from grades or from submitted work. And like first drafts, etc. from that. So there's been every medium really.
Okay. Do you feel face-to-face input is a necessity to help you monitor your progression and update your PDP?
Absolutely. I think that you can't underestimate, that kind of unspoken feedback that you get through body language. I think when it's face-to-face, it's very personal. And I think alongside emails and things like that, which are more impersonal, you can really get a lot to your tutor and get a lot of feedback from them. And I just think with being face-to-face, it just makes the feedback just a bit more real, and so that you kind of have to take action on that, on whatever they kind of tell you to do.
It's not a necessity, but it is, I suppose, the webcam and the odd visit just gives you that bit of puts a friendly face on it, so you can actually talk things through. But it's not a necessity.
Okay. And how do you plan to continue using your PDP process after completing the course?
Well, I think what I've learned, just over the last term, is that it's just making me become a more complete person and just to understand myself sort of in a more professional light. And I think in that, it's just helping me improve, like even outside with my career at the moment, it's just helping me improve just day-to-day life, really. So if I kind of neglected that, I just think you end up just walking around kind of lost in what you're doing, and you haven't really got a direction. And I think it's important that I carry on using these skills so that I've got those goals and I've got a target to reach, and it's a lot easier to stay on track, I think, that way.
Well, I think although I probably might not use it in a formal PDP document, as like we used in the assignment, you still use parts of it to structure what you want to do next. So it is just like a PDP in a different format, I suppose. And by writing it, what I found most surprising was actually just writing it down meant that I had something to focus on, because it was written down and you thought about it more, and then you're more. And let's say a few of them that I put as further away objectives were actually completed quite quickly once I actually had written down the small steps I needed to get them done. So I think, definitely, I will definitely use the process. Whether I would structure it in a formal document, I don't know, but I was certainly writing it down and printing them out and looking at them focuses you more in actually completing them.
Okay.